Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today I am so excited because we are going to be comparing the UCANBE Belonging palette with the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. So if you are not familiar with these two palettes and you're wondering like why is Anwen like so excited about comparing them, it's because the UCANBE one is seemingly, like when you look at it compared to the UCANBE one, I'll pop up a picture here now, they look identical. So for a long time I've just had the UCANBE one and I've loved the UCANBE one. I have no problems with it. I think the quality of the eyeshadows is magnificent and I've just been like so happy with it. However, a bunch of you guys were recommending the Born to Run palette and I really do like Urban Decay's eyeshadow formulas. And okay, this is the main thing. I spotted that the Born to Run palette was on offer for £27, which is quite a huge discount. And that was enough for me to justify buying it. So although I was really happy with the dupe that UCANBE made, I'm a makeup junkie at heart and couldn't resist going in to buy the Born to Run palette. Okay, so this is, I don't know why everything's looking a bit zany right now, but this one is the Urban, no it's not, oh my gosh, this is going to get really confusing and it shouldn't, but it doesn't take much to confuse me. Okay, so this is the UCANBE Belonging palette and then this one is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Basically, like every single shade is the same. The only thing that UCANBE did was give the palette a different name and a different like aesthetic and mix up a couple of the placements of the shades so that it wasn't an identical match. They even kept some of the colour names, which, you know what, I know there's like this huge like controversy, we'll say, about makeup dupes. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to get into it today because I want this video to be like fun. Oh my gosh, who did that? I know a lot of people out there don't really agree with makeup duping and I can completely see why. I think it must be quite annoying, you know, if you've come up with an idea and then someone else kind of rips it off, you know, sells it for a lot cheaper. Like I can completely understand that that would be like extremely upsetting and annoying. But we don't all have a lot of disposable income to spend on makeup. So I have to say that I do appreciate the more affordable makeup brands that, I don't want to say copy, but take inspiration from, you know, the higher end makeup brands so that us people that maybe don't have a lot of money to spend on makeup can still get to enjoy all of the makeup, you know what I mean? Okay, so Andreas very kindly helped me out earlier with swatching the two palettes so that we could see how the swatches compared. I was really interested to do this because I wanted to see what the formula was like how did they feel, and more importantly, I wanted to see how close the shades actually were when swatched. So I'm going to insert that footage in now so that you can see the swatches, and then when we come back I'm going to be using both palettes to create the same look. So I'm going to have UCANBE on one side, Urban Decay on the other side, using the comparative, like the same shades, and we'll see like how is this going to be. Will it look like I used one palette or will it be obvious that I used two different palettes? So Dre has very kindly offered to help. He's given me his arm so that we can do the comparison swatches. We've got the UCANBE and we've got the Urban Decay.
One of them costs £45, but I don't know which one because they look the exact same.
They do, don't they? When I showed Dre, he said they look the exact same, and I said I know they do.
One of them is £10. I think that's this one.
Oh, this one's £10. The UCANBE.
That one's £10. And that other one is 45.
Yep.
I think the £10 is going to be good.
Me too. Well, I've tried it on my eyes and it's very good. But shall we see? Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this one is UCANBE. This one is Urban Decay. So UCANBE, Urban Decay. Oh
that one's a bit darker.
That one is a bit darker. But, I mean, in terms of like, you know, quality, I'd say they both look so similar. Like, I was thinking the Urban Decay was going to be so much more opaque and kind of metallic, but no.
I like that one.
That's the UCANBE, that one, my love.
It's really sparkly. The thing that's underneath the sparkles
Yeah.
and makeup, it looks like my skin bump things.
Okay, on to the next.
The dark blues.
This one
They're
is-
both named the same jet.
Oh wait, this one's jet, this one's smog. You ready? So UCANBE,
Yeah.
Urban Decay. Right, are you ready? So this one, first one is UCANBE, the cheaper palette. UCANBE.
That's black.
And Urban Decay. Oh my gosh, they're identical. Could you tell the difference, Trey?
No, and the shape you've done it, it looks like a volcano's just happened.
Again, this finger is UCANBE, and then
It says it right there.
it was, oh yeah. And this is Urban Decay. I mean, they both feel like they're identical. Oh wait, that one from UCANBE, can you see it looks a bit shimmery?
Yeah.
Whereas the Urban Decay one looks matte. Okay, so UCANBE,
It looks like another cannonball.
Urban Decay. So okay.
I didn't like the Urban Decay because some fell off it and went on my arm.
Oh no, but look, you can see
Now,
the difference.
now I
here.
tried to wipe it off, but
Can you see the difference though? The Urban Decay has a lot more pigmentation and it's a lot more opaque. Do you know what opaque means? Think of transparent.
oh yeah, you can see through transparent.
So opaque is the opposite.
Oh, so you can't see through.
You can't see through it, yeah. So, yeah, I'd say Urban Decay wins.
I want to go for the light pinks.
Okay, right, let's do this. So, UCANBE and Urban Decay.
Mum, feel free to use my other arm.
Oh, well, that's so kind. You're giving me both arms today, Jay.
So you can do it all. What?
Urban Decay. Okay, so
They look the same.
UCANBE's peach, a bit more muted. Urban Decay is, I'd say, more vibrant. But we did have more fallout with it. I would say I do prefer the Urban Decay. Oh, always remember the first of the two swatches is going to be UCANBE. And the second one will be
far,
Urban Decay.
UCANBE is in the lead.
Oh, wow.
Because I like this colour.
Yeah.
They're the same, so that's 2-1.
Yes.
Between those two, 2-1.
Yes.
Then I like this shade, so that's 3-1.
Yeah.
And they're the same, so it's 4-2.
Whoa. Right, I'm glad you're keeping tally of this, JJ. Okay, so which one were we going for, Sweet Banana?
That one and that one.
This is a Gorgina shade.
You can.
That's not very good. This is UCANBE.
That's like peace.
Urban Decay. UCANBE.
Wow.
I had to switch the flash off and it's not showing as well.
UCANBE. 5-2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so the UCANBE looks more silver and the Urban Decay has a bit more green, would you say, maybe to it? A little bit of a hint
That
of
one.
green. UCANBE, and this one is Ignite. And then we've got Urban Decay, and this one is Blaze, okay? Identical. Absolutely identical, Dre. Are you ready? Should we do it on this side? Or we doing
I
it
think
up
we
here?
can have 2 more.
Okay, so this is UCANBE, and then we've got Urban Decay. OMG!
They're
Could
the
they be
same.
more similar? You could not tell them apart.
Now it's
Wow.
Now it's 6-3.
Oh, golly gosh. This one, this emerald
you can
green.
choose
Okay, so this
emerald
is Wanderlust. Oh, they're both called Wanderlust because UCANBE have copied some of the names. I don't want to say that because maybe they didn't. They may never have seen this palette before. Some of the names are similar, some are not. Oh my gosh, I have a feeling we're going to have identical twins again here, Dre.
Identical twins.
So we've got UCANBE,
Oh, that's
emerald green,
a bit.
and we've got Urban Decay. Oh, they're identical. No way! I did not expect it was going to be this close.
It looks like tears.
They're so similar. They both have the same
Look at my
opacity.
colourful arm.
They look beautiful. Do you know what? So far, they have the same level of opacity, same level of pigmentation. The shimmers have the same level of micro glitters in them and sheen. There are a couple of slight differences in tone, but in terms of quality, like they all feel smooth, creamy, soft, buttery. Wow.
These two, I
We're
would
amazed.
say, these two pairs
Yes, they look a bit
don't
different.
look like the same.
I agree, because this looks more pink. This looks more cranberry. This looks
Cranberry.
not as pigmented. This is clearly a lot more pigmented. These two maybe as well,
I
I'd
love
say.
that word, pigmented.
We love the word pigmented. Right, Jay, which one? Hit me up. Which one are we on with next, Coach?
The matching palette. that one.
Radio. Okay, so we've got Radio by Urban Decay.
Wait,
And
does that blue listen to the radio?
they're both called Radio, actually, in both palettes.
Radio.
I think these are going to be identical, Jay. Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So this is UCANBE, and we've got Urban Decay. Let's inspect.
I think
Urban Decay's a bit stronger in colour, isn't it? It's a bit, did you see it's got a little bit more blackness to it, maybe, or like grey?
Probably.
Yeah, I'd say Urban Decay wins that one. For sure. Okay, we're going to do the white one.
I'm going to be as colourful as a rainbow when we finish.
You are, you're gorgeous. Okay, you ready? So these,
See, we'll have to do it on my hands.
Okay, you ready? This is UCANBE.
Well,
Okay, very sheer, this one. And Urban Decay wins. Hands down. Urban Decay is just a lot more opaque, isn't it? Would you agree?
yeah. Urban Decay is really winning on my other arm.
Urban Decay is winning. Maybe this is
6-5.
UCANBE was this arm, and it seems like Urban Decay is winning on this arm.
Because you cannot see, you can be.
Yeah,
You can't
no.
see it that much.
Okay, can we do
Well,
my
you might be able to see it on a flashlight, but when you come out of the flashlight, you can't see it.
True.
You can choose.
Shall we do this one? I've got a feeling, right, so this is Stranded. It's a beautiful champagne.
I'm all
Shimmer.
stranded.
At first glance, I say UCANBE looks to be a little bit more gold. Okay, you ready?
Gold.
Oh, yeah, UCANBE. Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it, Gorge? Look.
Yeah.
I'd say identical. What would you say?
Tie.
A tie. Very, very, very
So
similar.
it's 7-6.
Wowzaway.
Look at my fingers. I don't know how they've got that sparkling.
That's what happens when you're playing with the makeups, JJ. So we're going to do the brown. So this one is Punk in the UCANBE palette, and it's also Punk in the Urban Decay palette. This is actually one of my favourite shades. Okay, I've got a feeling this one's going to be identical. So this is Urban Decay. Sorry, no, UCANBE. Sorry, that was UCANBE.
Ooh.
And we have Urban Decay.
Ooh.
Oh, Urban Decay shimmers in. Oh, maybe I just had shimmers on my finger. I don't think I did, though. Yeah,
I would
I
say
think I just had shimmers on
the
my
one on this side wins.
Yeah, let me just go again with that just
Sparkly.
to check, because I've just gone in again just to do another pass. Wait, I'm sure that shade doesn't have shimmers in, Punk. Right, okay, let's try again, right? Can I just do a little swatch there, right? So this is Punk. Just trying to test. Oh, what? It does seem to have shimmers in. That is absolutely beautiful. I never even noticed that when I've had it on my eyes. Okay, so yeah, who wins, Jay?
Whichever side is on this one.
Urban Decay. I'm going to do the matte kind of purpley shade. Okay, I think we're going to have a little bit of a difference here. So this is UCANBE.
Ooh.
Not as great. And then we've got
Ooh.
Urban Decay. I'd say in terms of the mattes, which we all know are harder to produce.
Tie 8-8, I would
Would
say.
you agree, Jay? Because you've got two different formulas. You've got the shimmer and the matte. The shimmer's the ones that have glitter.
I might change my mind.
I would say with the shimmers, UCANBE win, maybe. Well, no, with the shimmers it's very equal, but with the mattes, Urban Decay have it.
Well-
We're trying testing these two palettes to see if they are as similar as we suspect.
Mum,
Yes. Oh,
can I choose the front cover of your video?
we're going to do this
Oh,
double
no,
life.
we
Beautiful kind of copper shade.
Right, I've had a...
Okay, these are going to look identical.
I'm so sleepy already for
Can I
some
do
reason.
these two here, gorgeous?
Yeah.
So this is UCANBE. Oh, beautiful quality. And Urban Decay. Yeah, I would say that the shimmers or / metallics are pretty much identical. It's the
UCANBE.
mattes where you've got some... I think obvious differences.
Fun.
We're doing this one Riff,
Johnny
which is like camel
Riffin,
brown,
what?
and it's also called Riff in Urban Decay. Urban Decay's mats feel a lot creamier, I have to
You
say.
can do some on my
Okay,
down
ready?
here,
So this one's Riff, and this is UCANBE, and this is Riff, and it's Urban Decay. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the mats where the differences are. The Urban Decay's matte quality is a lot
UCANBE
better.
wins that.
What?
Got sparkles.
I don't know if
That
that's
one
just.
doesn't.
I don't know if that's just because I do have some little sparkles still hanging out on my fingers. Do we have any more? Which ones haven't we done?
9, 8.
Oh, did we do black? Do we do the black? Okay, let's do the black. So this
Wait,
one,
we have done that one.
Jet.
We have done that one there.
Oh, we've done it. Oh gosh, I'm in too far. I'm doing it again. We'll just do it again. Why not? So we're just gonna finish off with the purple. This one. Which one? Which one? I'll just do this.
That one.
Oh, we just did it. Look, that's that one, Riff. Oh my gosh, we're getting so confused, aren't we, JJ?
That one. Blaze.
Yeah, we'll do that one. Look, first things first.
Can I swipe it?
Go on, you do it. Blaze, right? Jay's got UCANBE Blaze.
Where's the other Blaze?
And I would say, oh, do your other finger. Make sure you do it there. But no, not the same finger. Was that the same finger you used? Oh, no, he didn't. No, he's... Of course
Which
not.
one's Blaze?
So we've got... that one, yeah.
I'm getting some more.
So this is Weekender, and I think these two are going to be
Look
so
at
similar.
those big boys.
Look at those big boys. Right, so this is Blaze. Which one's UCANBE? I have this problem all the time, you know, when I'm
That one's
comparing.
UCANBE.
Okay, so this is UCANBE. Is that...
They're really small, Mark.
Okay, can I just do this Weekender one?
That's...
I'm going to take the prime spot on the hand. So UCANBE and Urban Decay.
You have to pay me for this.
Say what now? How much? I did not know that before we started to film.
50 pence.
Okay, I will pay you.
I'm so
transfer the money
broke. I'm so broke with only
you're
£5.20.
You're 8. Okay, so now that you've actually seen the swatches, I would be really interested to know what your thoughts are. The main points that I observed based on the swatches were that the mattes in the Urban Decay palette were more opaque and actually just much smoother. They just looked better than the mattes in the UCANBE palette. However, I thought that the metallic / shimmers looked just as good in both palettes. I was also absolutely amazed by how identical the majority of these shades looked as well. I thought that we were going to have, lots of little not huge but minor differences, but the majority of them, they just looked like the same shade and they felt like the same shade. Oh, they felt like the same formula. Probably makes more sense. Okay, so without further ado, we're just going to jump into the look. I've decided today that I'm going to use the purple mattes in my crease, and then I am going to be using this shade here, the gunmetal, on my lid. So I'll let you know which ones I'm using, but I'm just going to be applying these, and then at the end I'll give you my thoughts on them all, because I don't want this video to be super long. I thought it was really important to show you the swatches, and I thought you would really enjoy that. But if I sit here now and do a full on, basically what I'm trying to say is if I talk all the way through this, it's going to be such a long video. So I'm just going to get on doing the look, and then I'll give you my thoughts once both eyes are done. This side is going to be UCANBE and this side is going to be Urban Decay. So I will hold up the palette to show you which shade I'm going to be going in with, but just keep that in mind. We've got UCANBE and we've got Urban Decay on this side. I'll try to remember as well, because I feel like I'm saying this more for me than you at this point. So we're going to go in with the very first shade, and this is from UCANBE. Okay, I know I said that I wasn't going to talk, but I just can't help it. So straight off the bat, I can see that this shade, which is meant to be a cool toned brown, we're not really getting any pigmentation whatsoever. So you'll see, I'm going to try and dip in the same amount of times to the Urban Decay palette, but I feel like I've exhausted, how far I could actually go with this shadow, because there's barely any colour to it whatsoever. So we're going to go into the exact same shade, but from the Urban Decay palette. In the pan it looks identical. I am going to switch my brush as well. What I've noticed as well in the Urban Decay palette, this shade had a lot a lot more like kickback to it. Okay, so instantly I can see that shade, and I still can't see the UCANBE shade. So I'm just popping this in the crease. I mean, this shade, it doesn't really matter that they are not looking the same, because it is just like an initial kind of transition shade. So it's not really gonna, I don't think, change the look a lot. Makes me wonder why I bother doing it, to be honest. But yeah, just for the purposes of the video. So I think that you'll agree you can definitely see the shade on the Urban Decay side, but not on the UCANBE side. Okay, so next we're going to go in with the shade Hellride from the UCANBE palette. So this is a matte kind of aubergine kind of shade. I actually really do love this palette. I've used it so many times, and I would probably say that this is my favourite UCANBE eyeshadow palette. So I do really love this palette. You know, I firmly believe it's an amazing palette for the price. Okay, so I'm just like really kind of trying to blend this in. But I think you'll agree we have good pigmentation. Okay, so I will neaten that up in a minute, but I'm so eager to go in with the Urban Decay one. So this one is also called Hellride, and in the pan it looks so similar, but I do recall that when I swatched them, the shade was similar, but the actual formula just felt a lot better from the Urban Decay palette. By the way, this is in no way do I want this to come across as in like I'm picking on UCANBE, because I'm so not. I love UCANBE, and the fact that they've been able to produce the Belonging palette for like £10 is a success in itself. So I don't want this to seem like I'm bashing UCANBE, because I have so much respect and love for them. I'm really sorry if you can hear any background noise in this video. We do have a few people over downstairs, and they don't seem to realise I'm filming upstairs. I'm joking, but yeah, how rude, I know, guys. But there's people downstairs. Honey is now singing in the kitchen. I do apologise if you can hear anything. Why am I not downstairs, you may ask? Because I'm an introvert, you know what I mean? Urban Decay, here we come. Okay, so on the lids, the shades, they kind of look identical. They are performing identically, I'd say. I mean, yeah, I'm not noticing any like glaring differences. If anything, maybe the Urban Decay is just blending maybe a little bit better. And actually, now that I'm looking at them, I'm thinking it's the Urban Decay one. It seems a little bit deeper, whereas the UCANBE one is a little bit more like poppy and vibrant. But that could be down to the fact that I applied the first shade, which was like a very light brown, so that probably is altering the color a little bit on the Urban Decay side, because we could we could see the brown shade, whereas let's face it, we couldn't really see it on the UCANBE side. So I think that's what's kind of changed it up a bit. Okay, so they do look a little bit different, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of the Urban Decay shade, and I will also add more UCANBE just to try and get these shades looking a bit more similar. Okay, so back to UCANBE. Okay, so I do think that UCANBE is coming through with the pigmentation, blending beautifully. Okay, so I know it's looking like super messy, but hopefully I am going to correct that in a minute. Do you know what? I actually prefer the UCANBE side, I think. It's looking a little bit more wild, more chaotic, but I like the brightness. But I think I made a mistake maybe going in with the light brown, and that's possibly affected the colour over on the Urban Decay side. I want to just create a soft blend, so I'm going to go in with a light shade, and we're going to be going in with Breakaway, which is, it's kind of like, it looks like a satiny shade, and it is a satin formula as well. It does have a little bit of like a luminosity to it. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this under the brow, and I'm also going to use it just to kind of try and blend the eyeshadow a little bit. And I'm also going to use it just to blend around the edges of the purple eyeshadow. Okay, so same with the UCANBE side. Okay, so I would say that this shade is very similar to the Urban Decay. So you can see that kind of subtle glow that we've got over here. Can you also see it over here? Yeah, you can. So I'd say that those two shades are like bang on. the same. Okay, so under the eye, we're going to go in with a Punk, which is actually my favourite shade in the palette. It's a beautiful, rich, deep chocolate brown. I'm going to be popping that under the eyes. So we're going to go in with the Urban Decay side first. Okay, so I know it's looking quite heavy, but it's just for the purposes of testing out the shadows. Okay, and now Honeys is hoovering up downstairs, so we're going to go in with the UCANBE side. I want to apply quite an extravagant amount, just so that we can really see how the two shadows actually, you know, compare. I mean, both of them are absolutely gorgeous. I can't really pick them apart from I maybe applied a bit more on this side, but I'm going to apply more of the UCANBE. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, I'm going to apply more of the Urban Decay, I guess. It's a lot. Okay, so just for the purposes of the video, and I know it's looking chaotic right now, but for the purposes of the video, I think I'm going to go in with like a little bit of a shimmer. I might go in with the Big Sky, which is a Gorgina. It's kind of like a mint greeny, bluey. Sometimes it looks more green, sometimes it looks more blue, but I'm going to pop a little bit of that underneath the previous shadow that we've used on the under eye. So we're going to go in with UCANBE first, and I only want this to be subtle. Like, I'm not looking for big drama, because let's face it, I've got enough of that going on already. By the way, both of those chocolate browns just look identical, and they blended out identically. Like that. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so it's subtle, but I love it. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with the UCANBE shadow. Okay, so the UCANBE shadow just doesn't look as kind of glowy. Oh, it's because I didn't put enough on the brush. Okay, now it is. I know you probably can't see that so well, but I can, and that's all that matters. I'm just joking. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to pop a bit more of the Urban Decay over on this side as well. Okay, so it is hectic. It is chaotic. I love it. Pop a little bit more over here. Is the sentence of the day. We are now going to move on to the outer V, and I really want to go with something that's going to be able to keep up with the under eye, because I don't know what we could do on the over eye to keep up with the drama of the under eye, but I think we're going to go in with, you know what, I've never actually used the black. So let's do it. So this is called Jet. It's called Jet in both palettes. It's not actually a matte, it's a metallic. So I'm going to be popping that just on the lash line, and I better pick it up and it's going to go everywhere, but oh well. Like, oh well. Okay, so we're going to start with the Urban Decay side. I'm getting so confused, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that looks so good. I mean, I love it. Okay, so there we go. Loving it. I'm going to do the same thing over on the UCANBE side, where I seem to have created a little like wing that I didn't really plan for, but she's there. I would say that maybe the UCANBE one is a touch less easy to blend, or maybe that's the brush. Of course, I'm not using identical brushes, so it's not really a fair battle, but okay, so how is that looking? I think it looks really good. I think maybe over on this side we've got a little bit more of a like a metallical, oh my gosh, I love that word, a metallical look going on. But I mean, I can't pick them apart, honestly. If they were in a lineup, I'd say they're the same person. I can't see any difference. So guys, we're gonna finish off now with the lid. We're gonna go in with my favorite metallic. Are you getting to the point where you think every one of these shadows her favorite? But this one really is. It's called Drift, and it's the most gorgeous metallic gunmetal. So it's this shade here, and in the UCANBE palette it's also called Drift. And when I swatched these, they looked identical. So I'm going to use my finger to apply, and we're going to do the Urban Decay first. Just going to press this onto the lid. Notice how I've talked all the way through this, and I said I wouldn't, but here I am. Here I am. Okay, I'm going to pick up a little bit more. Okay, so that is what she looks. Oh my gosh, she looks gorgeous. And all of a sudden, the under eye does not look as dramatic or ostentatious. Okay, wow, so this really packs some punch. And this is the UCANBE one. Oh my gosh, so similar, like so, you can't tell the difference. And I think the only major difference was that purple matte. And I feel like maybe if I hadn't gone in with the Weekender shade, which was the light brown to begin with, then maybe the purple over this side would have been a lot stronger. I'm going to add a little bit more of the UCANBE purple just to try and see if we can get them a little bit more matching. But in terms of like the metallics and the other shades I've used, everything else, it behaves exactly the same way and it just looks identical. It makes you wonder though, doesn't it? Like Urban Decay, what is it about their product that makes it so much more expensive other than the name? It's Urban Decay, you know, the brand. Because both of these palettes, like, you know, when it comes to it, when they're doing the thing they're meant to be doing, which is making your eyes look fabulous, they're exactly the same, like exactly the same, but with very different price tags. Okay, so I've gone back into the Urban Decay palette, into the matte. I just want to see if I can get this purple area to look a little bit more matching. So I'm going to do my mascara and everything else, and then I'll be back to show you the final look. But, I mean, if you look at both my eyes now, like, would you know that I'd used two different palettes to create this look? I mean, I don't think I would know. I think everything just looks so similar. I mean, it's not a difference of like, well, £35? £35 difference. And I do just want to say as well, by the way, my lips are so dry. I'm sorry I keep going. But yeah, I do understand that there might be like different ingredients used in the formulations, and the ingredients that Urban Decay use may be more expensive. The processes they use may be more expensive. So I do get that. There's a lot we don't know about how both of these palettes are really made. That may explain the difference in price, but ultimately, like, I think it's just down to the name, honestly. So anyway, guys, I'm going to finish everything off and I'll be back to show you the final look. Okay, so I put my mascara on, I popped a little lip gloss on, and this is the final look. And oh my gosh, like, I just can't get over how good it looks. Oh my gosh. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, get me. Oh, makeup artist. Oh, the makeup extravaganza creator. Oh my gosh, I sounded like really dickheadish then, so I'm so sorry. But what I mean to say is I can't believe how similar like both sides look. And you know, considering the huge price difference with both of these products, it's quite amazing. Like, I've really enjoyed doing this comparison today. For a long time, I've loved the UCANBE Belonging palette, and I'm really, really pleased that I've got to try and own the Born to Run palette. But in all honesty, like, do I think I need both? No fucking way. They're just so astoundingly similar. Like, you just don't need both. Like, I just feel like, oh my gosh, ridiculous now that I even have both. But do you know what? The video's been fun. I've had a great time. And I just want to kind of end on saying again, which I already said, I know what. I just want to end on saying that I'm fully aware that I don't know everything about what goes into creating an eyeshadow palette. I don't know what costs UCANBE may not have that Urban Decay do have, that means that their palette goes up. I don't know what ingredients they're putting in that may be different. I think it'd be really interesting to compare the ingredient list. I know I wouldn't know what most of the ingredients actually are, but I think it'd be really interesting to see. Like, I imagine if the ingredients list were the same, then things would get freaky. They would get so freaky. I think I'd start to question my whole existence at that point. Anyway, guys, I am going to go now, but I really, really hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video today. And yeah, and I hope to see you in the next one. But I'm going to go now. I'm going to have to go. Oh my gosh, I always feel sad saying goodbye. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. But thanks for watching. Bye.